The Red Dress Case. Chapter 8. After the fire, the alley reeked of smoke and rain, bullets and fear still hanging thick. Bodies groaned, some cursed, some silent, the city indifferent as ever. I crouched behind a dumpster, heart hammering like a jackboot. The night was wide, dark, and hungry. Sirens wailed down the street, too late for the fallen. The mob had scattered, leaving their engine growling in the shadows. The dame was gone, vanished into the night like perfume on wind. I moved slow, checking corners, stepping over shattered glass. Rain cut my collar, cold and sharp. Every shadow was a threat, every footstep a promise. From behind, I heard the click of heels, not hers. A shadow followed, careful, measured, like a chess piece. "Morgan," a voice hissed. Faint in the storm. I spun, catching a figure in a trench coat half hidden. "Who's askin'?" I growled, rain dripping off my brim. Eyes everywhere. "Dick," the figure warned. "Cops, mob, both watching. You're dancing on a wire." I let the words sink, cold as the wet asphalt. The alley emptied out into a broader street, neon bleeding into puddles. Across the street a Packard idled silently. No sign of the driver yet, just the engine breathing heavy. I slipped to the cover of a lamppost, watching. From the dark, a figure emerged, short, stocky, fedora low. He paused, scanning the alley, hand-brushing something beneath his coat. Mob muscle, the kind that broke arms for breakfast. A shout ripped from the far end, cops returning, loud and impatient. The muscle cursed, spinning toward the noise. "Morgan." Someone barked behind me. I glanced. A crooked cop emerged, rein slick, badge crooked. He wanted me cuffed, or worse. Chicago's law had more teeth than the mob sometimes. I fired a warning shot into the air, echo bouncing. Both the muscle and the cop flinched. The alley screamed, drenched in rain and gunpowder. I didn't wait for them to think twice. Ducking behind a car, I scanned, plotting escape. The Packard's headlights snapped on, blinding, white-hot. I bolted across the street, puddles spraying like warnings. The muscle ran after, boots slapping wet asphalt. I pressed forward, alley narrowing, options disappearing. Around a corner, I found cover in a doorway. The muscle froze, confusion in his eyes. I shouted, "Get lost," and fired, not to kill but to warn. The bullet struck the brick above his head, spray falling wet. He cursed, ducked, and disappeared behind the Packard. The cop hesitated, uncertain, then backed off, mouth open. From a side alley, a shadow emerged. "The dame." "I didn't know where else to go," she said. "You shouldn't be here," I said, voice low. "Cold still hot." "You're my only way out," she whispered. We slipped down a narrow lane, damp walls close. The Packard passed slow, engine humming like a predator. The muscle's eyes scanned, missing us by a fraction. "Morgan, they'll kill us both," she murmured. "Then we keep walking," I said, flat, determined. She nodded, teeth clenched, trusting a gunman more than herself. We ducked behind a warehouse, shadow merging with shadow. I checked my Colt again, thumb on the hammer. Footsteps came from the far end, light but purposeful. 2 men appeared, fedora low, guns drawn. I stepped from the darkness, Colt blazing with precision. The first dropped, howling, wet bricks under him. The second ducked, cursed, and returned fire. The dame screamed, ducking low behind crates. One thug down, one left, shadows dancing in the rain. Then sirens again, a patrol rounding the corner. The mob ducked, eyes white, and vanished in alleyways. The crooked cops stayed back, shaking, unsure. "You sure we're alive?" she whispered. "We need to disappear. Someplace quiet," I said. We ducked into a taxi, driver quiet, lights dim. The city roared past, indifferent to our escape. I lit a cigarette, smoke curling inside the cab. "Where now?" she asked, voice small. "Wherever we can last longer than a heartbeat," I said. And I knew tomorrow would bring more fire, more shadows, and more knives in the alley.